Nibbles for Snickers. We're almost out of those cobalt bits that Snicker is so fond of. Talk to Nodar about hitting the sewer for another Kobo hunt. Oh, we killed Snicker. He just loved her doggo. Sad face. There's Roa. Yo! She was carrying 10k on her. Okay, oh. Interesting. As a bard, she was wearing heavy armor. Huh. Did that have a special ability like...
Let's go.
What's Eternal Devotion? Oh. Weird. Maybe she's a multi-class or something. I returned the gold yet? Bro, I just got the gold. Slow down. I'm going to return it, though. Great.
Another step forward.
I'm gonna return it to my own bag. I mean, you know, maybe.
Let there be something green.
Take that hat is what I'm gonna do. Anything back here? Oh, we can just go this way. Oh god. Just broke both of Jaheira's knees.
So that's progress.
My bad. How much hoarding have I been doing this playthrough? Like, almost none.
Don't give me trouble now.
I'm basically out of gold. I got no potions, no scrolls.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Yeah, it's like none.
Let's have a look.
Is there anything else we want to do here before we go? Let's go see if we can open the stuff over here. Okay, that. I don't want to see where this goes, too. Crunch sound though.
Moving in.
What a charmer. Toast, toast.
Maybe this will do it. We'll have to see. Heard Cohh voices an NPC in BD3? I do. I am Narber. Yep. Boom. Was there nothing in here? Oh. That's kind of a bummer. Harbor's the best, worst NPC? Can't confirm. Accurate statement. What are these things, man?
A worn but still capable warhammer, sized for a halfling.
I feel like these are a code or a...
Some wings?
Minsk will tell you? Okay. Is Jaheira to do it?
At your command. Mazzy Fenton. A living lesson not to trade tankards with a halfling. They have much less distance to fall.
A humble
Jan
turnip, preserved by
Hey,
drying.
Jan Jensen!
For growing things. Less so his disregard for his own ripe smell.
Wait a second. What is...
Geldorn Farkam. Oh, he tried to teach Minsk much. A happy thing that paladins are so patient. Ares' wings. She didn't need them in the end.
Oh, wow. Is this a tomb? I don't think it's a tomb. But those are all Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 characters. Damn, dude. Yeah, like a memorial. Yeah. Well, that's really cool. Okay. Let's... We got that. Pretty sure we got that. All right, let's go back here. Let's talk to everyone. Get all caught up.
No time to rest.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But... I can only say thank you.
You're welcome.
The reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight. Huh? Both of us. To the very end.
I love Jaheira so much, even without playing Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Dude, Jaheira so far in this game has been a great character, but knowing the history of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 makes it like such an even deeper connection. Like it's wild how much you go through with Jaheira in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Yeah. Minsk will be an asset, I'm sure.
He is an ass. I can make no promises beyond that. But even so, lead the way. We're yours to command.
Come on your feet.
Okay. Boop. There we go. Somebody said, do you have access to Starfield? I'm seeing a lot of people post that they have access to it. No. I'm 90% certain the only people that have been getting Starfield keys are like well-known established review and news outlets. So I know that like the Washington Post guy got it. Verge has got it. Jeff Grubb got one. There's lots of people that are playing the game right now. And they have already announced that the reviews are going to be available on September 1st at 12 a.m. So, in what could be a little bit of good news, this means that the review copy is out in the wild 2 weeks before release, and reviews will be out before the game is. Those are two factors that I think you could probably put in the positive column. So those are good signs. Those are good signs. Also, the fact that Bethesda Microsoft knows that Starfield is probably the biggest release from both of them in a long time, especially Bethesda. They also know, let's be real, they know that stuff's going to leak in the next 2 weeks. They know that. There's no possible way that can't be a known thing. So that means that they're confident enough in it to give it to reviewers weeks early, knowing that that stuff's going to happen, which is not good. Or excuse me, not bad. Praxis says, how is that a positive column? The reason it's positive is because, unfortunately, we've run into this not so great thing where companies that have games that, let's just say, they aren't fully confident in, will do things that flag the consumer that they feel that way. And things that they do to do that are delaying the reviews, or delaying the reviews in terms of delaying getting the copy to reviewers. They will make it so the embargo for the review is the same time the game is for sale. That's a big red flag. If a company says you can't post your review until the game is purchasable, then what they're hoping is in the first few hours, which is when a large majority of the game is going to get sold, they're going to hope that people don't see the review before they buy the product. So basically, the more confidence a company has in their product, the earlier they'll give it to reviewers, the more lead time they'll give to the reviews actually being public. Things like that. And what we said today is that Starfield is now in reviewers' hands 2 weeks early, which is great. That means most reviews will probably have finished the game before they're done. And that we also know now that reviews will be out before the game is out. Which means that if the reviews come out and the game sucks, then people can refund their pre-orders and stuff like that before actually getting the game. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Maybe they just gave copies to their paid shills, tinfoil hat time. I can already say that some of the people that have been tweeting their Starfield keys, I know for a fact, have been very publicly skeptical about the game. At least 2 of them I have a good amount of faith in. So I don't think that's the case, thankfully. I don't think that's the case. So we'll see. But again, you know, we'll all see together. Okay. But yeah, I am just as I always have been. I am very cautiously optimistic for this, and I'm sure over the next few days, now that people have the keys, we're gonna start seeing people giving little hints, and it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing.
Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk?
Do you remember why you were meeting with the Zentrum?
So dark an alliance sealed with Zentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsk could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Ooh, why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsk is knowing more than Minsk knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsk does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsk cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek.
Did Matt Mercer say that he did the mocap too? Because interestingly enough, when they showed the reveal, he was in a recording booth, not a mocap suit. Kind of curious. Reach out for his mind. Sure, he's asking for it.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. But then... You'll face the The Stone Lord's face mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale, frightened faces.
No, that is not right. I slew only
Oh,
monsters.
no.
The voice said that they were monsters.
A whisper. The Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt heart. 9 fingers keen. That is what the Absolute bought Black Zentish Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster.
So the Zentrum overthrow the guild. What then? What do the cult get?
What does it matter? Cultish thinking has occupied Minsk's mind for long enough. Now is time for doing. And this talk of evil overthrowing evil, pah! Like a many-headed hydra biting at its own throat. Bring forth the hydra, says Boo. More faces for the punching. First we pop the Zentrum plot, then we show 9 fingers, the 5 fingers of Minsk. Yes?
As simple as that?
Yes? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Anything else from you?
A private word would be nice.
Yes?
Who said that? Is that me?
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy.
Aw, you the best, Shadow.
Let's talk.
None of you guys talk about Minsk?
Is something but
Really?
soldier?
Oh, come on!
Oh, come on.
Maybe I have to
You don't
rest
mean
first.
That? Oh. What's on your mind?
Yeah, maybe I have to rest first or something.
How can I help?
This is super weird.
My
Okay. Let's do a rest.
Jaheira! Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
Sounds like a fun evening.
It is well that Boo's innocent ears still ring from all this shouting.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
You are not the only one Minx listened to, remember? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Wicklaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
As a ranger.
Wiclaren? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
That's actually kind of sweet.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
That was a weird scene. I like it.
Hello, my dear.
Is some...
Sure. How come Jaheira got older while he looks young as ever? Because Minsk was trapped in a statue for a long time.
What can I do
Yeah,
for you, my
I feel like we might have missed like a bunch of dialogue, unfortunately. Something it doesn't seem triggered right when we got Minsk, because everyone should absolutely be talking about Minsk.
Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks.
You're quick to call me friend.
Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends?
Of course we're friends, friend.
Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them.
Can we speak to Boo? I don't think
Unless
so.
I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through?
Answer me honestly, what's with the hamster?
Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough?
Does the hamster actually speak to you?
There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsk as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle.
That's fair. So you're a paladin of justice?
Do not be ridiculous. If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is obviously Boo. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
Okay. When our minds mingled, I saw some strange things.
Oh? The mind of Minsk is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface, a lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsk, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man.
Sounds right.
It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you have seen to cause you
It's
such
a fancy
wonder.
hat. Thanks, pretty dapper.
My pants. Thrice-laced in the Rashomon style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting breeches too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsk. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots.
Okay. Never mind your pants. You've walked between planes, fought gods.
Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsk, Minsk also gazes into you. We both
not
fight
wrong.
evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no?
You know, somebody earlier, this is interesting. Somebody earlier said that it really bothered them that in Act 2, if you killed the Emperor, it gave you a game over, because why would Orpheus's power not immediately... Why would Orpheus's power not allow you to continue resisting the Elder Brain? And I think we just found out why in the scene with Minsk. Because we had to convince the Absolute, not the Absolute, we had to convince the Emperor to extend the protection to Minsk, even though he was standing right in front of us. So it's not just a proximity to Orpheus's power. It's the Emperor focusing the Orpheus's power into different people that allows it to happen. Which is why we had to convince the Emperor, extend it into Minsk, and then we watched right in front of us as he then had that stuff clear. So, there you go. That's why the game immediately ends if you kill the Emperor in Act 2. Because you then lose control of yourself because you no longer have resistance against the Elder Brain. Well, there you go. I do still think that Larian could have done a better job conveying that to the player if you killed the Emperor, though. But, yeah. It makes perfect story sense. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were uncomfortable with our new power. Of course, a warrior speaks their mind instead of reading others.
Exactly so.
There we go.
If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends...
Yeah, what's a good
there
build
is
for
ale.
Minsk? I have no idea.
No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsk cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo.
Follow me.
Minsk shall be your
Have I found out who the Emperor was? No.
Who is his?
We know that he was an adventurer, but that's about it. There have been some hints as to who he is, but we have not yet gotten any kind of... I'm guessing that's main story stuff, and we haven't gotten to it.
Craves the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. Life is simple, and so is Minsk.
All right, so we are currently a level 1 ranger. Do we want to keep him a level 1 ranger? Find familiar Boo.
Let us show them how it's done.
No time to dally.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Steel sharp, hamster hungry.
This ought to be good.
Sleep with one eye open, evil. Maybe both.
What's our chat? Thief Ranger is insane, but Ranger alone is nice, but not that good. Yeah, I want to get him something insane. I want to get him something awesome. I'd love to actually like bring him with us and, you know, bring him along and stuff. That being said, I need to take a brief AFK. I'll be right back. Chat, what I'd like you to do while I'm gone, talk amongst yourselves and decide what we're gonna respec Minsk to. I'll be right back. Vote democratically.